The people are buying this type of watches for the value it keeps, as if it was released yesterday. Not necessarily fake naman yung Rolex. Magkaiba yung 7. So that's already a red flag.
May aparador naman po, parang okay na to.
If I were to buy this would be around siguro. What's up guys? Another watch, another day. May kliyente tayo. May client tayo guys, trying to sell vintage watch. Yun naman, favorite ko, di ba? Kaya excited ako pumasok ngayon eh. Nakaganoon ako pagbabing ko eh. Boss, idol, kamusta? Hi, have a seat. Kamusta pare? You know my style.
Nakita ko kasi sa TikTok.
5513!
Ah, sinigaw. Okay, you're selling this. This is a 5513. From what year pare?
Nabili ko siya January 30 lang.
Dalawang klase kasi yung papers eh.
Nilulublob sa tubig kasi ito eh, para malaman mo eh. Ginagano sa plato yung...
So, ito lang ang inclusion nito, pare ha. So, this is the watch and yung papers. Tama?
Ito, yan bro.
Kasi po, itong papel na to can easily be duplicated. Why? Because it's just handwritten. Hindi siya punched. Katulad ng ibang mga papers. You have to make sure that the handwritten is from the same period. Kaya medyo mahirap to. So, ang nangyayari dito, boss, kung makikita mo, mahirap dito na part is this one. Kung makikita mo yung 7 dito and dito, magkaiba yung 7. So, that's already a red flag.
May aparador naman po, parang okay na to. Ang kailangan mo po?
Pusher.
Hindi ako gaganon.
Saan nyo nabili to, boss?
Pangasinan pa eh.
Saan daw nyo nakuha?
Sa Dubai. Dubai daw niya nabili.
Siya rin to?
Apo, siya din.
Kasi boss, ito, tinape lang. May stamp pa rin. Tapos yung tape, andun yung pangalan, pati yung stamp ng Rolex. Red flag din yun, boss. Kasi usually, pag iti-tape yan, matatakpan yung stamp. Unless tinapan, tapos sinistampan ulit.
Pero etong Rolex is fake.
No, pero this kasi adds a lot of significant value to the watch. Not necessarily fake naman yung Rolex. So this is from 1985, actually 1984. Ang production niya, from 830. However, the bracelet is consistent. Paper is not. The other thing that's not consistent, boss, is the bezel. Kung makikita nyo, boss, tingnan mo to. Makikita mo na yung patina sa loob and yung bezel, hindi siya tugma. This is white. Ito, boss, medyo madilaw na. Kung makikita mo tong dala ko, this is the period correct. Makikita mo, dilaw din siya, pero dilaw din yung nagpatina na. So this one is suspected to be replaced na. Okay. How much are you selling?
So nakita ko kasi sa TikTok yung na doon. Kaya nahiganyo lang ako ibenta siya kasi nakita ko parang 950 yata.
950 kasi, complete lahat. For this one, can't consider yung papers na to. So, yes, mukha siyang luma, pero this might be a reproduction of the ano na lang, paper. Sayang.
Ano yung bibilin?
Hindi bro, hindi tugma yung mga ano eh. Papers and yung bezel. If I were to buy this would be around mga 350. Okay lang boss, baka next time. Kaya ingat din kasi the vintages is really a lot of factors. Kaya nga tinanong ako ni Mira, yung kapatid ko, sabi niya, if how much would I assess? Sabi ko, I really can't tell. Kasi from 0 to 1 million talaga yung price yan, depende sa mga findings. So hindi pa tugma yung bracelet, hindi rin tugma yung dial or yung hands, sobrang baba pa ng value. Kasi the people are buying this type of watches for the value it keeps when it has all the parts together as if it was released yesterday. Parang ganun yung... Thank you, boss. Maraming salamat, boss, ha. Thank you so much. Thank you, boss. Ingat. So yun guys, kita nyo naman, vintage is really a hard game to play. So make sure na pagbibili kayo ng mga vintages, trusted nyo lang. And make sure to have it assessed properly. Kasi ang daming factors na rin sa vintages. No done deal, pero masaya pa rin ako pare na nagamit ko yung mga kaalaman.
Hard game to play, but you're harder.
Yes!
You're always hard, ah.
Very tall guy.